This video is going to jump in with the Galaxy Z Fold 6 and show you how powerful the processor and GPU are with this Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 and how it handles games such as Fortnite and also Fall Guys, which are both from Epic. Fall Guys is new to Android, and I show you it off if it plays good or not, and then I run through a bunch of the graphical settings on Fortnite as well. So without further ado, let's jump into this video. All right, so this is Fortnite. I have it running Epic settings for graphical quality, 90 frames per second, and it doesn't hit anything close to that generally. It'll get to about 60 on Epic, but it's not super smooth. Now, I don't really have a lot going on the screen right now, but if I go into a populated area, it'll go down to about 20 or 30. So if I were you, sure, it looks nice at this graphical quality, and you can definitely play it, but it's not completely great like this. The quality is just definitely something to be desired in terms of the frames per second. They drop too much and too frequently to where it's not very smooth. And I'm just trying to find, here's somebody right here. There's a lot of bots in this game, but makes me look like a beast. So you can definitely play it. And the 8 Gen 3 can handle most of this. And this is a game that is, you know, definitely better played on a console or something. But it's nice to, and convenient to be able to play it on your phone or your tablet. And the Galaxy Z Fold 6, 12 gigs of RAM, 8 Gen 3, can handle it. And I'm going to show you what it looks like after I get eliminated. I'll show you what it looks like in high settings. You see my Cybertruck. Looks pretty good. Yeah, it's definitely playing better than it plays on my son's 8 Gen 2 tablet. He's got the Galaxy Tab S9. And it definitely plays better than that. You can see there's definitely some performance increases. Oh, my battery's dying. Oh, this guy's got a lot of stuff. What is all this stuff? Probably gonna eliminate me. Yeah, he eliminated me. That's good though. Now I have it on high graphical settings, still 90 frames per second, but I lowered the actual quality of everything just to see if we get more consistent frames per second. And it doesn't look like, well, maybe it's not a huge difference, honestly. When I'm looking at those frames per second, just in lowering the quality, maybe it seems a little bit more, yeah, it does seem more consistent. So even though it's still showing about 60 frames per second throughout, it does seem and feel a little bit smoother, the frames per second. Just driving around. Yeah, this feels a lot better actually. But I wanna try to find somebody. Do we even have a weapon? Yeah, I do, okay. Let's see. Ooh. Let's drink some of that blue. Drink some of that blue. Oh, someone over here. Shoot. Let's see if I can get him. What is this? Oh, it's a bot. There's so many bots in this game, but I love it. Like I said, it makes me feel like a beast. This feels way better. Yeah, definitely digging it at 60 frames per second. Or 90 frames per second and high. I know it's not getting to really those levels. You can see up the top here, that's where I'm seeing the frames per second. But it definitely feels a lot smoother. I would definitely play it on this setting. And I will. And I'm playing it right now generally, not only just to show you the video, but they have like a special thing you can get just for playing it on mobile, which they usually don't do, which is kind of cool that they are doing it this time around. This feels great. And this isn't plugged into a charger. This is actually plugged into my PlayStation 5 controller. I didn't feel like pairing it, so I just wanted to do this with it just to get it done. Oh, let's get this. Nice. Oh my gosh, terrible. Get some of that. Jump, jump. This is great. This is fantastic. Definitely, if you're going to play this, play it on high graphical settings And you could probably just put 60 frames per second. You probably don't need to put it to 90. It just seems like it's hovering at about 60. It's not even reaching 90. I'd probably have to put it into low to get to 90, which I can try in just a moment. Just want to see, but yeah, this looks great. It feels really smooth. And it still looks like a good game, you know, like the graphical quality. It doesn't look as good as like playing on a PlayStation 5 or a PC or something like that, but it's definitely, I think it looks better than when my son plays on his Galaxy Tab S9, the graphical quality. It's nice. All right, so this was, again, high 90 frames per second. I'm gonna go to low 90 frames per second just to see the graphical quality and to see if it can play at 90 all the time at that. Just to see if anything can play at 90 on here. All right, we got 90 frames per second, quality set to low, and I'm gonna be honest with you, you probably have to turn some other stuff down or off. It's, when I was flying, yeah, look at it, it's still not getting what you want in terms of frames per second. Definitely not 90. It's actually lower than before on low, which I don't get. You guys can say something in the comments of why it would be getting lower frames per second than it was on high versus what it's getting now. This is pretty ridiculous. You can see, again, you can see the frames per second right there. Hasn't even gone above 50. I lowered the textures to low. Maybe that had something to do with it, but I don't know why it would. You would think higher textures would cause a bigger issue than lower textures, but I don't know. Maybe the game's messed up, but yeah, it's definitely, I can't get this to 90 frames per second on this Galaxy Z Fold 6 with the 8 Gen 3 processor. Now we're gonna get into Fall Guys. So if you download the Epic Store, you can install Fortnite and now also Fall Guys and Rocket League Sideswipe, which I haven't tried yet, but we're gonna try Fall Guys and I'll show you what this game is all about. So here is Fall Guys. Just to show you the graphical settings on here. We have it set to best, which is the best you can do, and 60 frames is the highest you can do. Texture and shadows quality on high, 3D background on, fall feed is on. From what I can see, I have the highest of everything on here, which is awesome. And now we'll just jump into a game. All right, here we go. I'm the little orange guy. This game plays awesome, and you would kind of expect it to. This is not a highly demanding game, but you can play with, and you can play these games without a controller. I am just so used to playing with a controller. My son is much better on the like tablet controls or controls on the screen, but for me, I am of that generation where it's just so much easier with a controller. And this game just plays great at its highest graphical quality settings, 60 frames, high quality. I'm assuming it's probably like 1080p, the resolution. You could probably even play this at 90. I would be highly surprised if you couldn't. It doesn't stutter at all. I don't see any stuttering. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Oh, let's just go this way. Forget it. Forget about it. There we go. Here we go. Look, can we make it? We're gonna make it. Oh, no one's made it yet. We should be okay. There we go. This is like a Christmas one. You really got to dive sometimes. If you're not diving on here, you are about to get... Man, this one's pretty hard. For a first level, usually the first levels are super simple. Wow. This is a good little Christmas level, but I don't even think it's Christmas, just more like, oh, there we go, we qualified. But yeah, you can see this game, absolutely zero problems. Even just watching other people, you would think it would struggle. It plays great. So you can see the Galaxy Z Fold 6 and the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 together with the 12 gigs of RAM perform very, very well. If you're gonna use this for gaming though, on Fortnite, definitely go high graphical settings with 60 frames per second, or you can go 90, but it's not gonna hit it. And then on the Fall Guys game, high everything, 60 frames, absolutely no problem, plays wonderful. Let me know your thoughts. How are you liking the gaming on this, and what games are you playing? Put it in the comments down below. I'll be honest, the games that I'm playing on a regular basis, usually not Fortnite and stuff, but they are Wordscapes and Wordscapes Solitaire. That's usually what I'm playing. Relaxing games that make me think, but also relax at the same time. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road. Peace.